Hello everyone, my name is Vene and this is my first video review and this will be about the Newmen GX1-Pro. First of all, this mouse is pretty much a rip of the Steel Series Scanner vs 2. It has pretty much the same shape except for the two side buttons on the left side. So this mouse is not symmetrical. I mean, not completely symmetrical. It's actually ambidextrous, so it has 7 programmable buttons. You can pretty much give them any function you want if you can figure it out in the driver, which is in Chinese only, unfortunately. But you can figure it out after some hours of trying, I guess. First of all, it's an optical mouse. It operates with an Avago ADNS3090 sensor, which is the same as in the Converse 2 or the older Zowie mice like the AMGS, the AM, the AC1, AC2 Evo, and some other mice as well. The lift-off distance is around 3 CDs. I've measured it, so it doesn't quite track anything at 3 CDs. So as a 3090 sensor, it's pretty good. But you know, this lift-off distance may still be high for some people, but it doesn't bother me at all. It's glossy. The top surface is glossy, so if you have sweaty hands, you're probably not going to like this mouse. But I mean, it's glossy, but it looks so amazing because of this. Because of this paint job. It's really cool. The sides are rubberized, which I don't quite like that much because it tends to be a little tacky. It sticks a little bit after some hours of use, but I think I can live with that. For the sake of some size comparison, here's an MX500, here's the GX1, and here's a wheel mouse optical. As you can see, the Newman is not high, it's not tall at all. Even a wheel mouse optical is higher than it, and it's pretty narrow actually. It weighs around 93 grams, I think. I've measured it. So it's not the most light mouse you will ever use, but I didn't quite notice that it's actually that heavy. I mean, the Kona has pretty much the same weight, but this one actually feels a little bit lighter. I don't know how did they do it, but I don't know how did they do that, but it actually feels quite light. I mean, it absolutely doesn't strain my wrists. Clicks, left mouse and right buttons, I pretty much think they are Chinese Omron switches. They have the exact same feeling as Converse do actually. Probably a little, just a tiny bit softer, I guess. I'm not quite sure on that point, but yeah. The cable is braided, as you can see. It is the exact same cable as the Converse do, except that this one is blue instead of orange. The feet are just some plastic material, I guess. They are not so high quality. If my camera would focus on that. Yeah, so they are pretty bad quality, but they give you one additional set of feet at least. So if this wears down, you can use them. The scroll wheel, it separates the steps pretty nicely, and it's silent. It's pretty silent. So it's really good. It isn't that hard to press it. CPI changer buttons here, you can see it changes colors with the CPI steps. So the red is 400, 800, 1600, 3200, and 4000. As I said earlier, the driver is in Chinese. I'm gonna post some screenshots now on the screen. Alright, lightning. as you can see, you can turn on some pretty cool lighting in it. You can change the value of the speed, the brass effect. You can make it simply glow, so it will not flash, or you can turn it off like I do. As you can see, the perfect control speed is on 400 dpi is pretty good. It's over 4 meters per second, and I don't think you need more. It's really consistent, really smooth, really responsive. The sensor is just pretty much flawless. It has a little bit of smoothing and prediction, but you can't actually notice that on the low DPI settings such as 400 and 800. About that you may notice it, but I don't think anyone needs to use that high for CPI. The mouse feels quite nice in the hand, for me at least. It's a really good shape. I like the shape, but this may vary from person to person because, you know, we are different. So I hope you enjoy this video. I know my voice is a bit boring and this was a bit raw because I never have done this before, but I try to improve and make some better quality reviews in the future. So stay tuned and goodbye.